Hi everyone! For today's Wisdom Wednesday, I really wanted to walk through one of the core workflows of Navigate. So we are going to break down how you can utilize the student profile to better prepare for your meetings with students. Navigate puts important information on students all in one place. This convenience can really enhance your future interactions and make for easier conversations. So let's get started. First, you are going to go to the top and you'll look up the student who you are meeting with. So you are going to click on the student's name and it will bring you to the student's profile. The first page it brings you to is the overview page. This page is like your 30-second gut check that gives you a high-level overview of a student's academic performance and progress to date. So the top portion here is just going to be data points. So this is going to be course grade, repeated courses, withdrawn courses, their cumulative GPA, some of the credits that they've earned, and their credit completion percentage at GRCC. As you scroll further down, you can also see what the student's major is and any of the histories within their major. So if they've been changing their major, you can kind of see what they had before and how they got to that point. Then you'll also see their student ID, what class they're in, and any, like the most recent enrollment information as far as was it fall 2021 or prior. As you scroll further, you'll see that this goals and interest page is supplied by the student. So this might be something where knowing a student's goals and interests, how might you use this to guide them towards a major decision? So you can look through, see what they're interested in, and if they haven't made a choice yet, maybe take that as an opportunity to generate some conversation. As you scroll further, you'll see the categories section. So this is going to be any student population information. If the student is a Promise Zone, Reconnect, Future for Frontliners, that would be here. You'll also see if maybe they're an early college alumni. You can see if they've worked with disability or occupational support services, if they're paying in or out of district tuition, as well as even if they have like a FAFSA currently or future FAFSA on file. On the right here, you'll see the student success team. So this is going to be their academic advisor, as well as if they have a success coach, that would be listed here. The student info tab here, if you hit the drop down, will show basic information on the student, so their ID, age, date of birth, email, and their cell phone number. And then as you scroll up, this top section is going to show you some of those features that we've already worked through in these Wisdom Wednesdays. So you can message a student here either via email or text. You can add a note on the student or a reminder. You can submit an appointment summary. You can create a request for appointment, schedule appointment, add them to a student list of maybe people you're constantly having conversations with, or you can issue an alert on the student here as well. From there, you can click on this Success Progress tab, and that is going to give you more context about the student's progression towards their degree. So this is where you can kind of see their GPA trends by term and their credit trends by term. So the nice thing about this is if you're seeing any disruptive trends in a student's performance, this gives you an opportunity to talk about that. So has there been a significant change in their GPA, or has the student started taking less credits than historically? And maybe why is that? So you can generate good conversations from there. There is also the History tab. The Student's History tab has a ton of information on it. So this is going to be any of your reminders on the student. So if you've met with them prior and you put a reminder out, that will be listed here. But also, if you scroll down to the bottom here in their history, you can see any of the times that the student is having conversations with other people on campus, whether it be because they have an alert or a case out on them, they had an appointment, they're getting emails from somebody, that'll all be listed here. So you can kind of see the alert that was issued and the case that may have been opened from that alert, as well as maybe if the case was already closed and the reason as to why it was closed. And then you can scroll down and you can also see any other appointments they've had. So if they had an academic advising appointment and somebody put a appointment summary on there. You can look at it there. So this is going to be like your key information for understanding the conversations students are already having. So has the student met with others on campus? If so, why? And how can that information help to drive your conversations? And if there's any alerts out or if a case was open, has it been resolved yet? And if it hasn't, how can you help support that? So if you scroll up to the top, you can then go to the course info tab. So this is going to show you the courses that they're in this term, any assignments, and any of the courses that they've taken prior. So this is kind of that page where you can be having more conversations on, is the student enrolled in any particularly challenging courses or important courses that you would like to have a conversation about, or if they're struggling through them, how can you support them through that? Then there is the Path tab. This tab is going to show you the student's to-do list and maybe when they got started, so what term they had started. The nice thing about this is, does the student have upcoming to-dos that you can help them prepare for or accomplish during these conversations? This will be a great place to see that. Then for their academic plan, this is going to be a space where you can plan and review courses a student intends to take in the current or upcoming terms, and it can be helpful to review the academic plan to ensure that the student has made thoughtful planning decisions. So has the student already mapped out their courses, their course load for the next term? You can see that all here. Unfortunately for the student and different permissions, this might not be available for everyone, but that is what would show in that tab. And then lastly, if you hit that more category, you can see the calendar, any appointments that the student has currently, and you can also view any conversations. So unless they've been speaking with somebody in DSS, you'll be able to look through and be able to see if somebody has emailed them, what that conversation has been like, and be able to help the student kind of work through those conversations. Really, the student profile has so much stuff on it that is going to be valuable in enhancing your conversations, and I really just wanted to make sure you understand exactly what your permissions are and how you can best utilize it. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them in the chat room or shoot me an email. I am happy to help. Thank you all for watching and have a great day.